Good morning. This is a morning yap. A morning yap because this is my last time in this bathtub. Even though I've only filmed one thing in this bathtub, this is the last time in this bathtub. Last time you'll ever see this setup. Enjoy it. Take it in. Roll the intro. Listen, I filmed like a backlog of videos, but it felt kind of rushed and not how I want this to go. But essentially, here's the sitch. Okay, we all know from last time I've been looking for a house. Tomorrow we move into that house. So this bathtub will be no more. And Thought Bubble Bath will now be, it'll still be Thought Bubble Bath, but we'll be in a different location because the new house doesn't have a bathtub. So we're gonna figure it out, and you guys are with me in the journey. So enjoy it, okay? It's still gonna be me talking, so. But I look tired, and that's because I am tired. But I just felt like I needed at least one more video in this goddamn bathtub, but all the other ones that I filmed felt like rushed and weird, so I'm just gonna talk. What's been happening? Thanksgiving and Christmas happened. Also our holiday party happened, all in the same week, so I'm pretty tired from that. And then yesterday, actually, I was putting stuff in the truck to move after work, and right as soon as I got everything in there, just me being a strong, independent girl, I walked back outside, rain. What the? So I'm like freaking out. We don't own a tarp, but we were just given like old tents, and the tent is literally the size of an apartment. So the cover for it, I was like, perfect, I'll use that. And so me just trying to be quick, it had like the Velcro straps, so I like strapped it down on the truck. And as I'm driving, I was like, you know, that's not gonna stay because I drive like a fucking maniac. Sorry, a freaking maniac. And so, so I pull over on the side of the road and I find one of my tie downs and I tie it down, and I was like, I don't know if that's gonna stay. So I had to drive not like a maniac, but everybody else was driving like a maniac. Why? Because for some reason in California, when there is slight drizzle out, it clouds everybody's judgment, and I just don't understand. People literally, like, there's a difference between like, carefully driving in the rain and the fear of driving in the rain, and California is scared of the rain, okay? Even when it's just one splash on their windshield, they freak out, and I just don't get it. Like, it's not that hard. If you're so not confident in driving in any condition, stay home. All right, because I'm on the road and I got places to be, and you're in my freaking way. So as I'm driving, let me tell you this story. So right now, truck is packed up, the rain, okay? So I'm tarping it up, doing everything. Then for some god-awful reason, I don't know, the road is closed. The road's closed in the way in which I need to go. So I'm stuck in the rain longer, okay? Then I have to take a detour, and then I get stuck behind somebody that is driving in both the freaking lanes. Hello? So I'm like, okay, like, I guess I'll just ride this out. Then they finally went into one of them and I drove past them. And then this other person, they had their turn signal on, but they like weren't getting into the lane. Like they were edging me. And I finally was like, what the hell? So don't do this. I drove so close next to them, and it made them like freak out and like get into the other lane. But I'm like, listen, it shouldn't take you 5 minutes to transfer a lane. Okay, everyone, I'm just gonna need every single person, you know, I'm gonna need everyone to just get off the road, because truly, I'm tired. I have bags on my bags, okay? And I have bags upon bags to transport. Not only these bags, but all my stuff. Okay, everybody leave the road. Now, on to other things. What's next? Oh, look, see my jacket? Stray Kids. See this guy? My bias in Stray Kids. Guess what? Your girl got tickets to Stray Kids in May for her birthday. Going to see Stray Kids for my birthday. I am very excited. I'm also taking my friend with me, and she's never gone, so it's gonna be really fun because I've never gone to a concert. Okay, I have now with people who enjoy it. I went with my cousins, but previously it was just like me going, or I took Ryan and he's like not interested in that stuff. So it's gonna be like the first time taking a friend, and I'm really excited for it. Also, the ticket buying experience, not as hectic as the first time I ever bought K-pop tickets, but still my power went out. So I'm like, first of all, in a meeting, okay? And I'm like, the meeting ends perfectly. I'm like, great, okay, I gotta get on. So I'm like, on my Ticketmaster. And then all of a sudden, high winds are blowing everywhere. And I'm like, this can't be. Then the freaking internet goes out and I went, no! Because I was in queue. And then internet goes out, so I didn't get the code. And when I finally got the code, 2,000 in line. No! No! It can't be! So, I'm like, this is it. I'm not getting the seats I want. But it's a good thing. Well, I think everybody had the same plan as me because for some reason, listen, Stray Kids, I love you. But Pit, and all three sections, Pit, most of your audience is like 20 and up. All of us have joint issues. I'm not gonna stand in the pit at 27 years old fighting with the 12-year-olds that wanted Pit, okay? I'm not gonna do that. So I think everybody around my age decided that they also want the upper section of the 100 seats because when I finally got in, all of the front row 100 seats were gone. So I got row 10, which is, honestly, it's not that bad, but still, I could have gotten better if my internet didn't go out. And also, I really wanted Barricade. But they did Pit. So I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I'll have fun in the hundreds. It'll be fine. We're like right at the extended stage, so it's really good. I'm really excited. Speaking of Stray Kids, they also dropped a new album, and I have some things to say about it. One, the title track is called Walking on Water, and it is like an homage to like the 90s like boom bap type of music. And I really like it. I honestly thought that they were going to do that for, what is it? Deadpool x Wolverine. Like, I thought that that is, like, the type of music that was going to be used for the movie, which their song Slash actually wasn't really used in the movie except for, like, in the credits, but I digress. Walking on Water, I really like it. Some people don't like it because boom bap has this, like, unsynchronized / synchronized type sound to it. It's supposed to sound, like, raw and, like, messy but put together at the same time, and some people are just like, this doesn't sound like Stray Kids, and I'm like, it's music, just enjoy it, shut up. But Walking on Water is really good. Bounce Back has more of a Stray Kids sound to it. I think that's why people are like, oh, Bounce Back should have been the title track. But I like Walking on Water. I like them both. And then the hip version of Walking on Water literally sounds like I'm in GTA, I'm running from the cops. The cheats are not on. Okay, I'm running from the cops. I'm opening the door to someone's car, ripping them out, getting in, and driving away. That's literally what it sounds like. So, Walking on Water is the version where there's cheat codes on, and then Walking on Water, hip version, no cheat codes. The cops are roaring, okay? It also, if you guys know the PS1 game, Parappa the Rappa, it sounds like it doesn't really sound like it just really reminded me of it. The one where he's in the dojo and he's fighting the sensei, and he's like, kick, punch, it's all in the mind. Oh, that's really niche. I don't think anybody's gonna know that. But that's what that sounds like. And I like this album. Also, well, the unit songs are like way different than the boom bap because it's just like, or not unit songs, the solo songs are different because like it's each member individually, but the unit songs, I really like this genre specifically because it brings back 3 Racha before debut. And I also have to say that Han Ji-sung's like vocal tone, the way in which he raps, it fits boom bap perfectly. Like, I don't know how else to describe it other than I love it. And also, I really like how the choreography pays homage to like the 90s b-boy type, like when they sea-walk and when they're like, they're really, it's not that they're lazy with it, it's just, it's not as clean, and it's more like free movement and bouncing, and I really enjoy it. It's really nice. But moving on to their solo songs, when I first heard it in like the intro, because sometimes they do an intro and they'll like give us a sneak peek of everything. When I first heard it, I thought that Han's song was gonna be my number one, but honestly, Lino's song Youth, I think it's because, okay, it goes Lino, Han. I think I like both of their songs the most because I'm a sucker for songs about youth. I'm only 26, turning 27, but for some reason, my youth is fleeting and I'm running after it. I'm like, come back, wait, there's more time. But I love his song. It's so bubbly, it's so fun, and especially coming from the member who's like labeled as like rude, mean, like he doesn't care about anybody. False. Hey, rumor. But I like that song a lot. It's really fun. It reminds me of the same feeling of like Feel the Pop by Zero Base One and Popcorn by Dio from EXO. I like that type of feel. Speaking of youthful songs, Busoksun from 17, BSS, they're coming out with a whole album of youth. So nobody does youth like 17, okay? They're all older than me. I think one of them is the same age as me. Nobody does the yearning for your youth like 17. Let me tell you, every single song that they make about it makes me freaking bawl my eyes out, okay? Now, Cheers to Youth, are you kidding? Cheers to Youth by 17, are you actually kidding? They wrote that for me. They knew what I was going through, and they literally said, hey, there's a girl in California, her name's Daisy, and she needs this song. Okay, back to Stray Kids album. Yeah, so I think it goes Lino's song Youth, and then Han's song Hold My Hand, and I really like Han's song because it's not that he was open with his like depression and everything, but you could just tell that there was a moment within the Stray Kids career where Han got depressed and just wasn't himself, and he was releasing solo songs that kind of like gave off that feeling as well. And so Stray Kids with albums, they always do like a long intro of like making each song. So he even talked about how this song Hold My Hand kind of has like a resemblance to his song Alien, where he didn't feel like he was a part of this earth, and like he was just like watching everybody else from like an outside perspective, and he just didn't fit in anywhere. But now his song Hold My Hand, he's saying that he's looking back at his old self and like, hey, like hold my hand now, we can go through this together, it's gonna get better. His lyrics literally say, all I want is you and not your tears. I want to make you the happiest one, no fear. So baby, hold my hand now. And it's just like, it's sentimental but upbeat. So it makes you happy, sad. And it's really nice. I really like it a lot. And then my next song, I think in order of songs, I don't have like a complete order just because some of the songs I would rank them at the same. And it's not that I don't like any of them. I think I just resonate more with Lino and Han songs, and then after that, it's like, oh, I like the visuals of this one and everything. I think I also like Lino's song the best because it was the most, like, I don't want to say most dance-centered because Hyunjin's is dance-centered. I think it's just that I can't relate to Hyunjin's. I can't relate to his song because he literally is like, life is so good. Hey, let me tell you, my life is, like, not so good. And not that I'm not appreciative of everything that's in my life, but for some reason, I have to take a lot of detours in my life. And for him, he's not taking the detours, okay? His life is literally, people are putting the bricks together for him as he's walking on them, okay? And I'm the one having to go outsource my bricks, okay? Every single brick that I walk on, I have to cross the bridge. I have to build the bridge, cross it, make sure that nothing on the bridge breaks first. then I also need to make sure that along the way, other people are building their bridges because they need to cross them before I can cross theirs. And then I have to go, what is the next thing in a riddle of old folklore of going through the woods or the river and through the woods? I gotta go to grandma's house. I gotta do all that stuff, okay? Just to get one brick to move forward. Anyway. One step at a time. Da, 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 da. But other than that, I think I just resonate with Lino's song more. They're both dance-centered, but I really like the dance in Lino's. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I think after those two, I want to say I think I like Bang Chan's song. I just don't... Listen, it has nothing to do with trains. His song is called Railway, okay? The man's either really lonely or he needs to zip up his pants. It's either of the two. There is no in between, okay? And he's leaving us in this limbo of not knowing. So he said, it's about trains. It's not about trains. It's literally sounding like he's railing a wolf or a man. He can do whatever he wants. But other than that, the video itself, he's a vampire. There are no trains in the video. So, my theory still stands. Lonely zipper. Next, after that, I really like Changbin's song. I like how him and Felix both pulled from like movies and characters. So Felix's song is from Beauty and the Beast. His song is called Unfair. And then Changbin's song is called Ultra, and it's like pulling from like Bruce Banner and Hulk. And I really like Changbin's song, but I don't think the music video does it justice. Same with Felix's. Like Felix's was very visual based, and I think it could have been more, I don't know, I think there could have been a better storyline. I think maybe I just like storylines in music videos. That might just be what I'm into. But I still like all of them. I also like Sungmin's song just because he talks about how he wanted to be a baseball player, but then he left that for singing. And then it's kind of this like bittersweet feeling of he's happy where he is now, but he would have loved doing either one. He just didn't have the chance to do both. And it's really sad, but also I love it. And then let's see, who else? Ian. His song Hallucination, might I add, sounded like it was supposed to be in the Ordinary album because there's a part in it that goes like, got me, got me, got me. And then also in Venom, they say that too in their Ordinary album, the song Venom. So I think Hallucination was either a contender within Ordinary or Hallucination was Venom before Venom became Venom. And that's where I stand on this topic. But what I really like about Stray Kids is the fact that they kind of make their own genre while testing out other genres. And I think experimental music is fun. I don't like all types of music, but I can appreciate the work that goes into making music. Because honestly, it's really hard. Because I'm sure every single one of us who is like me, like either theater kids, people who like music, people who like dance, yada, 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 that kind of element of a person, when you were young, I know some of you tried to write music. I know it deep down in my core because I did it too, okay? We're one and the same, all right? And I know the music sucks. So it makes me appreciate other people that can do it. That's how I feel about the new album. They also had a Japanese release as well, Giant, and I do feel like I have been getting overwhelmed with K-pop recently, specifically Stray Kids, because they're my group. I know they love making music. Like, they're literally always making music, but I think people are upset that they're dropping music constantly, where K-pop used to be, you would have like the release and then you would be able to sit on that and like really get into the songs and then be like yearning for the next drop. Whereas Stray Kids, they're always producing more and always getting to the next step, which is fine. Like, I'm really thankful that they are constantly putting out music, but I just feel like I don't have time to sit with it, and it gets passed over really fast. But maybe that's been feeling like that this year because some of the members are going to enlist. I don't know. All I know is that I'm thankful for Stray Kids. I love them. I'm also thankful for 17. Yeah, speaking of that, I went and watched 17. Did I already talk about that? I saw 17 with my cousins, with Ryan's cousins, my cousins. And it was honestly really fun. I just wish I wasn't so stressed because the day before I found out I had to move out of this house and I wouldn't be in this bathtub anymore. But it was really fun. I cried, of course, because 17 is literally my youth running away. But I cried. It was so good. I'm so glad that my cousins had fun. I want to see them again just so that way I can actually enjoy it to the full potential and not like in the back of my head be like, oh, hey, when you go home, it's not going to be there soon. That's really dramatic, but that's what my brain does. My brain's a little dramatic, honestly. I was also going through a lot with like trying to register the vehicle and everything, and I'm glad all of that's over. All of that is over. I now have my vehicle registered in California and the title is in my name. Fully, solely mine. So, check off the list. That's done. A house to live in, check off the list. Next on the docket, I have to plan a wedding. And honestly, I'm really excited for it, but I'm also not excited for it because I feel like it's hard for me to make decisions that I'm confident in because I'm a people pleaser and I want to make sure that everybody's happy. So I've been going about it as like, well, I just want everyone to be happy when they're there, and I just want to make sure that everybody has fun, but I'm also trying to do it in the way where I'll have fun, but then sometimes it feels like when I bring it up and talk about it, it's not what people are expecting, and so it puts doubt in my mind that I'm like, oh, maybe like I shouldn't be doing this, but like even though this is the way that I want to do it, it's kind of being, I don't want to say tainted, but I think I'm just like overthinking it to the max, but it's fine. It's fine, I'll figure it out. I just want to make sure that at the end of the day, I don't regret anything of the process and the day. I just want to have a good time. I want my fiance, future husband, to have a good time. I don't want to like look back and be like, oh, I wish I did this. Which, okay, I know that always happens, like with the, oh, we should have done this. I just want to make sure that it's not, I should have done this to have a better time. I think that would have been like, you know what I mean? There's a difference between like, oh, that would have been fun to, oh, we really should have done this. You know? I don't think that makes sense to anybody, but that's okay. But yeah, we're moving tomorrow. And then also, we're moving tomorrow. Sunday, people are, I think, coming over to our house. I would assume our house. And then Monday, Tuesday, I work. Wednesday is the new year. Wednesday is the new year. And then Thursday, I go in the office. Friday, I'm going to Joshua Tree. I'm going to go camp at Joshua Tree. It's going to be cold as heck, but I'm pretty excited about it because I love camping, even though I'm not feeling very good. So it's probably going to make me more sick, but that's fine. That's fine because I really like camping. I'm going to make soup. I'm going to make soup and freeze it and bring it. Isn't that fun? I'm going to look up at the stars. You know, with my luck, there's not going to be any stars. It's going to be really, really cold. It's probably going to rain. It's probably going to do all this stuff. Because for some reason, I have bad karma. Whoever's pulling my strings, let them go. Let me live a free life, okay? Stop pulling my strings. Guys, I'm pretty tired. I should also be cleaning, honestly. But I don't really want to. Because, like, I need to get all the stuff packed up. But we've, like, been in this weird limbo. Well, now I can finally pack. But it's been in this, like, weird limbo state of we're still living in this house. Like, everything we're doing is in this house. But I have to, like, slowly bring things to the other house. And so it's just been this like, what should I bring? What should I not bring? And now that it's like the next days leading up to the actual moving day, I'm like, everything's gotta go. But now I feel frantic about it. So yeah, that's where I'm at, honestly. Also, GOT7 is making a comeback. Isn't that crazy? GOT7 making a comeback is like if One Direction made a comeback. Not to bring One Direction up in this time of healing, but GOT7's making a comeback. I also saw Jackson Wang at Head in the Clouds. I love Jackson Wang. What the heck? He's such a good performer, and his online presentation is so nice. He seems like such a nice person. I don't know him in real life, so I would assume he's a nice person. From what I've seen of him, I would assume he's a great person. Jackson Wang, come on the pod. Come sit in the future bathtub with me, and we can talk about anything you want. We can talk about anything you want. We can talk about the Kinjas. We can talk about your trainee days. We can talk about what you did last Friday. We can talk about anything. I'm here to talk in the bathtub. But on that note, I'm not here to talk in the bathtub anymore. I gotta go clean my house. Thanks for chatting with me. I don't think I have anything else to say. What should we ponder on? I guess let's ponder, honestly, just tell me what your favorite song is and why. What's your favorite song and why? Or do you have multiple favorite songs? Or just ponder on music. What does music mean to you? This is a stupid ponder. Pondering is stupid. Ponder about it, okay? I gotta go. Bye.